Hello, welcome guys to a new video. This video is like part 2 for flying FPV drone, and specifically the DJI Avata FPV drone. In the previous video I used the motion controller and I showed you how to set up everything, and we did a flight together. In this video however we'll be using the DJI Avata and we will fly using the FPV controller. First I will show you how to set it up and then we will start flying, and I hope I will not crash. I would like to mention again that I am a complete noob when it comes to FPV drones. I just have an experience of 4 hours of flight in a simulator. I have never tried the manual mode in real life. However, because everyone is saying that the simulator is different than real life, I wanted to get a sense of how different they are. I don't think I will be doing a lot of action movements, but I would like to see how hard it is and get a feeling of how hard it is to use the manual mode. So, let's get started after the intro. Since every bench here is already taken, I will be sitting here and I will make the drone ready while we are sitting right here. So to get started we have to turn on everything. We can turn the Avata by double clicking until you hear the sound. And to turn on the goggles we also press and then hold until we get this sound. Yeah, right there. And finally we have to turn on the FPV controller again by pressing and then holding until we hear the sound. Once everything is now turned on, we have to connect them together. So to do that, we have to keep pressing on the drone until this voice comes. We have to do the same for the controller and for the goggles as well. So with the controller, we have also to keep pressing until we get this voice. And with the goggles, we have to click here until we get this voice. So now everything is trying to connect with each other. And I can confirm from the goggles that I can see the view from the drone. So now everything is connected successfully. And now we are ready to fly. To start arming the drone, we have to move these two sticks close to each other. And now you can see that the drone started arming. It's always a good idea to start with the normal mode. And once the drone is in the air, you can switch to the manual mode. So wish me luck and let's start flying in the manual mode for the first time ever. I am on the grass so that if I hit anything, it will not cause a lot of trouble. There are no people around, which is good. Now I will switch to the manual mode. Let's see what will happen. So now I'm in manual mode and you can see I'm flying. I would like to see if I got in a case of emergency. Now I tried to switch by stopping the drone, but for some reason it flipped and it fell down to the ground. Let's see what happened. I don't know what happened, but for some reason it fell down and I can see that the propellers are removed even. I found them right here. The propellers are broken actually. Well, I don't know what happened. This is really disappointing. For some reason the propellers broke from the drone while it was flying, and you can see the propeller is broken and then the drone just fell off from the sky. I hope there is nothing broken from the sensors. I didn't run it yet, but from what I see everything else is fine other than the broken propeller. I will sure do another video about flying in the manual mode, but I need to change the propellers and maybe I will do some research to know what happened. Maybe I did something wrong, but as far as I know, I don't think I did any mistake, and maybe this is just a problem with the propeller. Hello again, another day. So yesterday was the crash, but I had to change the propellers after they got broken. One propeller got broken and I don't see any other damages on the drone. I didn't test it out yet, so hopefully there are no other damages. You might not like it, but I figured out after some research that this problem with the manual mode is something popular in the Avata. So this happened with other users as well, and it has been like a popular issue with the Avata. There are no replies from customer support from DJI about this issue, so it seems like it's something serious and no one has any reply for why this happens. Some people said that when you are doing hard maneuvers, this happens because of the design of the drone itself. These Cinewhoop type of drones, you know, that has frames for the propellers, but even other people said that DJI knew about this issue. That's why they didn't introduce the normal DJI the FPV controller, but they used the motion controller instead of the FPV controller. DJI didn't reply, so we don't know, but as far as we know that this shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, let's run it and test it out again in manual mode, and let's see what will happen this time. And now the drone, I guess, is ready. Let's see if it will fly normally. I guess if you're watching this video, it means that I already had a flight and there was no issues. So yeah, let's test it out. Yeah, I can see that it's arming without any issues. And then let's be sure that we are in normal mode. And let's even start recording. Currently we are hovering in place because it's in normal mode, but let's try moving it a little bit around to make sure that there are no other issues other than the propeller that was broken. And let's try on manual mode again. Just moving around to make sure everything was fine. We can move up fast or go down without any issues. I don't see any problems until now. So now we are in manual mode. I'm trying to keep it safe. I'm trying to stay away from people as much as I can. Trying to move a little bit faster. I don't want to try the safety thing we did yesterday until the end. But yeah, until now everything is fine. It's not as hard as I imagined. Like, it's good to try with the simulator and see how everything is moving. This helped a lot, but I can see the difference is in the simulator it's less sensitive than here in real life. But other than that, I see the motion is fine. It's not that hard. Let's move a little further currently. I don't want to risk it actually, but I'm trying to move with a higher speed. I want to get closer to the ground, but you can see that there are people, that's why I don't want to come closer to the grass. Maybe let's move a little further. Okay, I'm moving a little closer to stuff, which is not good for someone who just tested for 4 hours in simulator. For someone who tested for 4 hours in a simulator, I shouldn't risk it. But let's move a little further and let's give a little force. So I can see there are other people in the other fields. This was empty yesterday. Let's go a little bit to the city side. Oh, that's a nice flight. Today the weather is also nice. And it landed somewhere. We have to go get it because the battery was low. Well, the drone, the battery was too low, so it had to land automatically by itself. And I guess I landed it somewhere here. But we have to cross the road. So let's try to get it back. So it's on this track somewhere there. I have to go there somehow. I don't know if there is another path. Okay, I managed to cross, but for some reason the screen is black. Still it's connected to the drone, but the screen is shown black. And it should be on this way somehow. I can see something too far away. Let me check if it's the drone. Thanks God. Thanks God it's the drone. Alhamdulillah. It's here. That was a tough one. But glad we got it.